Finished our series on how to help children develop courage from ChristianityCove.com. We're going to carry on with helping our children develop gratitude, because gratitude is something that not only benefits our children, it benefits us, it benefits everybody that our kids interact with. The job of teaching gratitude to children can be challenging. There's an old saying that people define normal by what they experience in childhood. For example, if a child is raised in a motel room with a drug-addicted parent, that child will always subconsciously see that as their normal. If a child's raised in the lap of luxury, they will consider that as normal as well. Because kids have not lived long enough to assess normal in terms of universal experiences, when they receive blessings for which others have worked hard and or made sacrifices, they just may consider it normal. They may come to expect that $100 check from grandma on their birthdays, not realizing she had to skip lunches with her friends to do so. Extraordinary Christmases are said to be because Santa was extra generous this year, and not because dad had to work nights at a second job. Here's the challenge with kids and blessings. Kids may come to see blessings as normal. They don't always see the need to be thankful. One mother raised during the Great Depression describes what happens when gratitude is forgotten. She says, "I wanted my kids to not have the suffering I did growing up. I was almost happy if they took certain things for granted, such as pretty clothes and a private school. But now that they're adults, I've noticed a sense of entitlement in them. It's as if something is terribly wrong if they have to work 2 jobs to make ends meet, or if they can't afford the latest gadgets. They brood a lot about what they don't have and forget to thank God for what they do have." When counselors across the world say that an attitude of gratitude creates happiness, and those who live in chronic states of frustration aren't counting enough blessings, we need to pay attention. Gratitude also creates good health, long life, greater friendships, and the attraction of even more blessings. And if kids don't see the importance of God in their blessings, how will they ever thank Him in the times of hardship they will surely face? So in the next few episodes, we're going to talk about 7 mini challenges that will help your kids feel genuine thanks for their blessings and make them happier kids who become happier adults. We'll start with number 1 today. Encourage fake it till you make it as part of gratitude training. Now, if this was all there was to it, I wouldn't be in favor of this. But as children who aren't even able to do that process of reasoning and understanding the bigger context, this can be a good start. Because kids do not often feel the gratitude when they should, we need to prompt them over and over. We need to make saying thank you a steadfast rule in our house. One mother often tells of threatening to send holiday gifts to neighboring children if their kids didn't show enough thanks. While it may sound mean-spirited, her children, now grown, say that they learned to be grateful for all gifts, including the eye rollers and obviously recycled ones from distant relatives at holidays. Daughter Judy says, "While I'm not sure I felt grateful until I was older, I got the feeling from saying the words so often as a child." Demanding words of thanks is called faking it until you make it. Such revolves around the theory that prompting expressions of feelings will eventually produce those actual feelings. And I can say, whether it prompts the feelings or not, it gets them in a habit that, again, may or not bring feelings to themselves, but certainly bring good feelings to those they're expressing thanks to. In our own home, it was my tradition, my habit, to thank my wife after every meal. And it didn't matter how little or how much work she put into it. It didn't matter if it was one of my favorite meals or one of my less favorite meals. My wife's a great cook, by the way, and I pretty much love everything that she does make. But even if it were a grilled cheese sandwich and a can of soup, always always expressed appreciation. And my kids grew up listening to me do that and learning to thank their mom when they were done with their meal. And our kids follow that tradition now. Most of them are grown and gone from the house, but when they are here and they do have a meal, they thank their mom for the work that she put into it. And so this is the beginning, though. The beginning is encourage fake it till you make it as part of gratitude training. There'll be more we'll look at in the coming days because there's more to it than faking it till you make it. But that's it for today on this episode of Parenting Matters with McCracken.